All right, two-time NBA champion, Hall of Famer Bill Walton died at the age of 71. This followed a prolonged battle with cancer. He was surrounded, we're told, by his family. And Walton had just a legendary career, especially in college with UCLA. He's one of the great college players of all time. Before spending 14 years as a professional, he played for the Trailblazers, won the title there. And he was the first overall pick as a member of the Trailblazers out of UCLA. And then, of course, his broadcasting career is what many people remember now for years and years before retiring. Speaking of broadcasting, sports broadcaster Mike Hill joins us now. I feel like, Mike, we could just go, there's like elements, stages of Bill Walton. You could talk about college player, pro player, political activist even, and of course all the broadcasting. But if I can just put up some of his accomplishments, #1 pick 74 by the Trailblazers, on two-time champion, there we go on the screen. I mean, talk about him first as a player, because I know he got the injuries is what people focus on at the end, but in college especially, one of the great big men ever, right?
Yeah, a dominant college basketball player, three-time player of the year at UCLA. Obviously, those great UCLA teams under John Wooden won 2 national championships there. Just a phenomenal athlete, a great player coming behind guys like Lou Alcindor, who also went on the course to be Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at UCLA, continuing that legacy there. But even in his NBA career, I mean, I know it was cut short because of the foot injuries and whatnot, but to be the #1 overall pick, to win an MVP with the Portland Trailblazers, win the NBA title there, and then later on in his career, come off the bench for those great Boston Celtics team back in the mid-'80s with Larry Bird and Robert Parrish and those guys and likes of Kevin McHale, and then to win Sixth Man of the Year and win another championship there. Just a phenomenal basketball player, but an even better person, Connell. This is a guy I actually got a chance and the honor to work with while I was at ESPN for many years, and larger than life in every way. And that's why I actually, when you think about it, and I know he was battling cancer for a while and some sickness or whatever, it's still a shock to wake up this morning and find out that he's gone, because once again, this is a guy who exudes nothing but love and life. And so we're going to sadly miss him.
So much enthusiasm for life, and I think a lot of people that watched him as a broadcaster for years kind of remember his personality. He was kind of a goofy guy on the air, but he always struck me as a really, really smart guy. So many, I mentioned political activism. I mean, so many interests outside the game. It wasn't like he didn't care about basketball, but it seemed like he cared about so many other things. I mean, you knew him. I mean, it seemed like he just was into so much.
He spoke on everything. Yeah. And one thing about Bill is you didn't have to wind him up. You didn't have, when I was at ESPN, we always say, we got 6 minutes with Bill on an interview, and we'd say, okay, how many questions we need? Half of a question. Because Bill,
right, that's it. He'd take it.
We would ask him, we would say, hey, the great Bill Walton is on the air, join us here on ESPN, and he would just take off and go and talk about everything, including the topics you want to talk about, but life, his love for the Grateful Dead. He was a deadhead, like you said, political. He was the only person that I know that could get away with wearing a tie-dye T-shirt on television and nobody blink an eye, because of just how wonderful he was and how eloquently he spoke. And remember, this is a guy who actually had a stuttering problem, and at the age of 28, 29 years old, had to teach himself how to speak all over again. And once he learned how to speak, you couldn't shut him up. But he's an incredible person, man.
Yeah, I saw, maybe it was a documentary or whatever it was, but they're talking about back at his college years. I mean, he played for John Wooden, is known maybe the best coach of all time, but then he and Alcindor or Kareem were maybe the 2 best big men of all time. That stretch they had at UCLA, I mean, unbelievable. And then him and Wooden, they were kind of, they would clash at times. You had the straight-laced Wooden and Bill Walton, but it's just an interesting team, and what a time, especially in college basketball.
Oh, absolutely. Like you said, they would clash every now and then, but that's sometimes that relationship you have with a coach and a great player who wants the best out of you. But nobody revered Coach Wooden more than Bill Walton. He would always quote his great sayings. As a matter of fact, hearing him quote one of Walton's quotes, one of Wooden's quotes made me quote it, because it's just an incredible quote that he has. Like, when you're talking about the hard work and the effort that you put in and whatnot. And this guy's just been an incredible story. He's been an incredible basketball player, but once again, a great broadcaster, but just a good friend. This is a guy that every time I would meet him in the hallways at ESPN, always has something nice to say. Michael, how are you today? He just the way he spoke, man, he just exudes so much life. So I'm going to miss him, and the basketball world's going to miss him. The world's going to miss him.
Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.